Since the Great Depression, the U.S. is experiencing negative net migration, with more people leaving the country than arriving. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jada Brown Thompson, and in this video I just want to have a chat with you guys. I don't really have anything planned, but I just want to have a chat with you guys about what I've been seeing, some trends that I've been seeing on social media, and some of my own experiences and opinions of people who are close to me. And I just want to know what you guys are seeing as well, right? So you guys know on my channel I talk a lot about me, my husband, and our twin boys moving to Jamaica. I have a whole series on this channel dedicated to building our dream home in Jamaica, where you guys can see what we're doing there and how we're preparing our house to be able to live in once we get there. I also have many videos on this channel where I'm showing you how I'm going to afford to live in Jamaica through building our real estate portfolio in the US. So you guys know that this is not new, right? You guys know that I'm born in the US and my husband is born in Jamaica, and we're migrating to Jamaica, right? So you've been known that I want to move, but what's interesting is it seems like I'm not the only one. It seems like there's a large percentage of you guys who are watching this, as well as other people on social media who are saying, you know what, I'm done with America, UK, Canada. I'm done with these places. I want to move back to Jamaica. I want to move back to where I'm from. I want to go back to the Dominican Republic, Panama, wherever. Or even if they're a native born American like me, they're choosing countries where they feel accepted and seen. I've seen a lot of people moving to places in the Caribbean, places in West Africa like Ghana, Nigeria. I've seen some people moving to Kenya. I'm just seeing people moving, right? And so what is interesting is I saw this quote, right, from the U.S. Census Bureau, that for the first time since the Great Depression, the U.S. is experiencing negative net migration, with more people leaving the country than arriving. Driven by the rise of remote work, surging living costs at home, and safety concerns, thousands of Americans are relocating abroad to stretch their savings and improve their quality of life. The U.S. saw an estimated net loss of about 150,000 people, a historic milestone not recorded since 1935. An estimated 4 to 9 million Americans currently live overseas. So it's not like I'm just seeing it on social media and I'm saying, oh, 4 or 5 people have moved and it just looks like everyone is moving. No, this is a trend that even the U.S. Census Bureau picked up and said, hey, we have not seen this many Americans leaving America since 1935, since the Great Depression, one of the worst economic periods of American history. So what does that mean? Like, people have not moved this much since the economy was in the toilet, and they're moving now. They're moving out of the greatest country in the world. Why? So I just want to talk about it, and I want to talk about my experiences, some trends that I'm seeing from other people, and I just want to delve into it, right? So let's talk about why people move in the first place, right? And I'm only going to talk about America and Jamaica because that's what I can speak on, right? A lot of people move to America for what they consider to be a better life, and they're chasing the American dream. And what is the American dream? The American dream is to have a house, a car, a good quality job, and a middle or a business, and a middle class lifestyle. somewhere where you can feel comfortable, you can have upward mobility, where you're able to get educated and you will have a good quality of life, right? So a lot of people move to America so that they can have these opportunities, because in their home country, maybe they didn't have these opportunities, or maybe they felt like it would happen for them faster if they moved abroad, right? So a lot of people come here for these better opportunities, and then you have a large group of people who move for family reunification. Maybe the parent moved abroad and then they filed for their child, and then the child comes and now the child lives in America too. So that's a large group of people as well, right? So America is one of the largest economies in the world, and it's an economy where you can get a job, right? There's a lot of people who could come here and they could work at Walmart or Publix or whatever, and they're able to get enough money where they can afford, you know, a car or an apartment, sometimes even a house if you're in a low cost of living area, where if you had that same type of job working as a cashier in Jamaica, it's going to be very hard for you to get a car, right? Or a house or any of these things. So I think that's a big reason why people move. And another big reason is because of the illusion of the American dream. What do I mean by the illusion? I have seen, right, as a person, I have seen where some people from their home country, maybe they just finished school, they don't have any money, right? And they get the opportunity to go abroad, and I'm talking about from Jamaica. They get the opportunity to go abroad, and when they go abroad, they may work 2-3 jobs. They may go put themselves through school, financing it through student loans, whatever. They get a job. They go and they buy a house with the mortgage. They go and get a Mercedes, a Benz, a Audi, whatever. They get that on a lease, or they get it on the loan. And they have all these nice cars nice clothes, because they go to TJ Maxx, Ross, the outlet, whatever. And, you know, they have the opportunity to wear these nice clothes, Tommy Hilfiger, Polo, whatever, nice shoes. And they have this illusion that they made it in life, that they've arrived. So when their family sees this, when they come back to Jamaica and they bring all their family clothes, they bring all their family shoes, maybe they give their little cousins $20 US, they have the illusion that they have arrived right in America, because you remember them when they were in Jamaica. No money. Not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. Now they've gone to America over 5 years, and they have arrived. They have the Mercedes, they have the car, they have everything. And you now feel like, you know what? America is a place for me to go, because look how Jada made it when she went to America. I can do the same thing, right? So America has this illusion that you can make it if you go over there. But the thing about it, right, is that people don't understand that a lot of these people are broke in America, because everything is a loan. They may have bought all the clothes on a credit card. They have the house on a mortgage. So really and truly, you do not own the house, because the bank owns the house until you pay it in 30 years. The car is not yours, because if you stop paying the car note for 2 months, the bank will come and get their car, right? And it will be repossessed. So I feel like what's happening now is that people are starting to open their eyes and being exposed to the illusion of America, because I think that social media is allowing people to be transparent without judgment, and people are seeing like, okay, America is not all that. Because I remember maybe 10 years ago, if you would go to Jamaica and you were a foreigner, people would be like, oh my God, like, you're a foreigner, you have money, you have these different things. And now it's like, it's nothing. Nobody cares anymore if you're a foreigner, because the world is open up now, and people know that everything in America is not a bed of roses, right? You have a lot of people who come on social media, just like how I'm on social media right now, and they tell you America is not easy. America's economy is not as easy as it seems. Sometimes people work 2 jobs, do Uber, deliver food, all these things. You come to America, you do a job that you would have never done in Jamaica because you have an education, and you come to America and do these things. You have people cleaning toilets, and big up to them. You have people cleaning toilets. You have people working for Amazon, jobs that they would have never did in Jamaica just to survive in America, and they can't even afford to leave America sometimes because of how much debt they're under, right? And so I feel like now, because the world is open up now, people are not fantasizing about America or the UK or Canada like they used to anymore, because they're aware that it's not as easy as it seems. And the same things that you're working for in Jamaica are the same things they're going to come here to work for in America. A house, a car, a nice life, right? So again, a lot of people are broke in America, and I know not everybody is broke in America, all right? Obviously. But I want to just say that if you're not broke, that's good for you. But a lot of people are broke, right? A lot of people are financing their lives with loans because America is a place where it's easy to get access to credit, right? You have a good credit score, it's a lot of things that you can get. So it's a lot of people who are broke in America, and right now if they miss a few payments, they're homeless, right? So what I'm seeing now is that a lot of people are not fantasizing about America the same way. You know, you had some people that would leave their children in Jamaica just to go abroad in search of a better life. You know what I mean? And now the kids are being raised by grandma or auntie or whoever because they had to leave in search of a better life. And is that really a better life when you have to leave your child, leave your family? Is that really the better life? You know? So anyway, let's get back on point. People are waking up and they're realizing that because of the current political landscape that we're in, America feels different, right? It doesn't feel the same way that it felt. We can see now that they're saying, all right, we do not want certain people to come to America. We're going to freeze some of these green cards. You know what I mean? Only certain people we're going to process the green cards for. You know, we're deporting you. You know, so the political landscape is different for an immigrant. It's not as friendly. The economy is not doing as well as one would expect America to be doing. And it just feels different. I think the world has opened up now where people are saying, you know what, I don't have to be in America to make money, right? You can make money a lot of different ways, and I don't have to be in America to make money, right? So let's talk about some of the ways that people are making money while living abroad, because I see a lot of people on social media ask the question in the comments all the time: how are you affording this? How do you make money? They're asking like other creators, how do you make money? I want to leave, but I don't know how to make money. And some of the times people will say, all right, buy my course, or sometimes they don't answer. So I want to talk about some of the ways that I see people creating income to live abroad. One of the ways is they're teaching English in a foreign country, right? There are some countries where they need English teachers. They need people to teach their children in school to learn English, and there's a certificate that you get. I think it's called TOEFL or something like that, but that certifies you to be able to teach English abroad. And I see this in a lot of the like Asian countries like Japan, China, where people are getting paid $1,000, $1,500 US a month to teach those children English. So that's one way. Another way I'm seeing is that people are getting remote jobs in America or Canada, UK, whatever, and then they're then moving abroad to continue earning in US dollars while living in a place where that US dollar goes further. So I'm seeing this a lot, and a lot of countries offer these like digital nomad visas for these individuals who have remote income, right? Some of these people have remote jobs where they're working for like call centers or whatever, but then you also have those individuals who open some type of remote business. So you have some people who do like graphic design, or they do project management, they're consultants, and they can work anywhere as long as they have Wi-Fi and a computer. So you have the remote workers, the employees, and then you also have the remote consultants who have started their own business, and they use those websites like Upwork, or they're reaching out to old clients. They're looking on social media, on TikTok, and they're getting clients. So you have people who do things like that. You have some people who start some type of online business where they're helping other people move to the country, and they're saying, okay, pay me and I'll help you find a school for your children, or I'll help you find housing. I'll be the third-party person to talk with the realtor for you. I will be your person on the ground who can help you move to this country. So I've seen that as well. Another thing that I see is that some people are starting a business in the new country that they're moving to. I've seen some people open restaurants and they're serving the food that they eat in America, like soul food or like burgers and fries, and then they go start that restaurant in their new country. I've seen some people start laundromats in new countries. I've seen them start like a wholesale. They started selling hair, all different type of businesses that they then open in the new country. You have some people who have enough income or assets that they don't have to work. So maybe they have rental property, or they have a pension, or they have retirement income, or they were in the military and they get disability. They get some type of check that allows them to maybe not live a comfortable life in the US because it's not enough, but they can take that same check and live in another country, and they live for less, and they live a better quality of life. So it's all different type of ways that people make money. But I think that because the world is opening up now, and I keep saying that over and over, but like, you can go on social media, you can go on YouTube, and you can learn anything. You can learn how to invest in stocks, how to day trade, how to invest in real estate, how to hang drywall in your rental property. There's so many ways that people are learning to make money that they're saying, you know what, I want to take this money and I want to move to a different country. And I've had some people comment on my videos and say like, oh, you're just taking US resources and moving it to a different country. If that was the case, then why wouldn't you try to make that money in that country? And I think people who think like that, I don't even respond, because it's like, whatever. You're not part of my target demographic. Like, the people who get it, get it. So to recap, people are moving out of America because the cost of living in some of these other countries are lower. But the biggest thing that I see is that the quality of life in some other countries are much better. I have said this a million times that when I go to Jamaica, I feel so relaxed. My nervous system feels regulated because I can go to Jamaica and I can sit at a river, I can sit outside and just feel the sunshine, and I don't feel like, what do I have to do? What else do I need to do? Who do I need to call? Because I don't feel like I'm constantly in a rush like I do in America. So it's less stress, and then there's more community. In Jamaica, you can talk to a random person and have a full conversation, and you don't feel like it's fake. You feel like you can go to church, you can go and meet people and have friends, and it's not just like superficial, but these are meaningful relationships that you have with people. My children, when they go to Jamaica, they don't even want to come inside because they're so happy just to be with their family. So the quality of life to me is a lot better in Jamaica, and the cost of living is lower, the stress is less, my skin looks better when I'm in Jamaica. It's just so many things. So guys, let me know if you agree with me or if you think what I'm saying is crazy. let me know, because I know I can't be crazy, because the U.S. Census Bureau wouldn't say so many people are moving if what I was saying was crazy. So anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure to check out our Building Our Dream Home in Jamaica series. Comment down below and let me know if you agree or if you disagree and why. And make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out our Building Our Dream Home in Jamaica series next.